What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Machiavelli, and now I'm back with another reaction video, man. So, just recently, you guys know I did the Sadhguru drinking the Cobra Venom. Now, we get into some answers as to why. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys are like, well, Mike, man, why don't you just react to why he drank it rather than us tell you? Well, hey, we're about to do that right now, man, for the people that just don't want to tell me, they want me to find out by reacting to the video. So, without further ado, man, let's get it.
You sit in a
Tell me why, as crazy as that sounds, I can actually see that happening. I know, right? Think about it, though. Like, that's crazy.
they will come and sit there as if they're waiting for you. This is my personal experience any number of times, and this will be vouched for by any number of yogis in the tradition always, because they're able to sense that lack of vibration in the person. When the vibrations become very minimal or very fine, somehow they're drawn to that. All venomous creatures, those which create venom in their system, all of them are able to sense this. Probably, I'm just doing guesswork here, it's just guesswork. See, some creature generates venom within itself as an evolutionary process, probably because in some way his physical features and things are such that without a deadly venom he wouldn't have survived. He is constantly threatened. So, because
That makes sense, too, because you gotta think about it. There's a lot of snakes out here who just get… Like, bro, I've seen videos where there are certain snakes without those abilities to have venom that just get destroyed. I don't care about what animal, by what human being, by what car, what truck, what tractor, whatever can be used as a weapon to take this snake out. It's been taken out. The ones with the venom, though, have the most defending. Like, they defend themselves the most. It's fair to say that, bro. That's damn near like a lion or a tiger, a specific kind, not having any teeth, any claws. So without it, it's vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Because without these things that it takes to defend yourself, you're pretty much at a disadvantage.
he's feeling so threatened, it's also true in human beings. Those who are feeling always threatened, they will carry a lot of venom within themselves. So
Yeah,
looking at human behavior, I'm just guessing, maybe in the evolutionary process, because they don't have limbs, let us say the snakes don't have limbs, they don't have the same capabilities that other creatures have, so
right.
they might have developed venom over a period of time, because otherwise they wouldn't have survived, otherwise they wouldn't have got food to eat, everything
Exactly.
around them moves faster, but still they manage to hunt and live only because of the venom that they carry. All venomous creatures, I've noticed this with bees, the honeybees, the way they behave around me, many times I've noticed is very strange. In the beginning when it happened, I couldn't believe how these insects seem to be sensing something which nobody else, human beings don't know most of the time, but they're able to see it. I've generally noticed this with all venomous creatures, because to generate that venom, there is some special process going on within them. From what I hear from other scientists and people who are working in the field, they're saying venom is one of the most complex proteins that are produced on the planet, and today for various neurological ailments, the experiments are going on how venom could be a solution in the future, because in my personal experience, consuming venom has done miracles to me in terms of rejuvenating my body and doing things with myself in so many different ways.
But how do you guys… But see, that's the thing, though. That's where I get a little bit lost at. So you guys tell me what you think, bro. Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta be fair, bro, because whatever might work for him, it might not work for all of us. And who knows how his body may take the venom. The venom, his body might have taken the venom perfectly fine. If I take it or you take it, we might die. I don't care if it's venom from the cobra or if it's venom from the honeybee. Everybody's bodies react to different things in a different way. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to take that one, bro. That's
There are
debatable.
certain type of yogis who always carry these mountain scorpions, which are almost like 9 inches long, in a box. Once in a way, they will decide when, they will take a sting from the scorpion, your whole neurological system will jangle. It'll go for 24 hours to 48 hours. It won't let you sleep, it will just keep you up, and between pain and…
Now, I got a question about that part. If it don't let you sleep, let you lay down, rest, nothing, you pretty much gonna be looking like you're on something, for one. And then two, I wonder, is this why Sadhguru moves around the way he moves around? Because it seems like he gets to little or no sleep. Does he just drink venom on the average? And I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. That's just a genuine question. Like, as consistent as he is in the way he gets around the world, it's either you get very, very, very little sleep or no sleep at all. And if no sleep at all, or even a little bit of sleep, maybe, does he make it a regular thing of drinking venom?
pleasure,
And those times just don't get recorded?
there is very little distinction. Once the neurological system gets tangled, like jangled in a certain way, you can make it into pain, you can make it into pleasure consciously. So they will cry, they will laugh, they will cry, they will laugh, they will go through this for whole 24 to 48 hours because they're using the venom to shake up the…
hold
Cry,
up.
they will laugh, they will cry. Once the neurological system gets tangled, like jangled in a certain way, you can make it into pain, you can make it into pleasure consciously.
So you mean to tell me, when we get bit with something with venom in it, we have the power to take it however we can take it. In other words, if hey, I don't want to die off getting bit with venom, so I'm gonna just not die. Or after I get bit with this venom, I'm gonna feel a painful sensation in my leg or in my arm or wherever I got bit at. But since I don't want to think about, that's a mind boggler for real. I don't even know. That's a mind boggler. I was gonna say I might have to experience that, but then at the same time, I don't want to experience that because that's just…
So they will cry, they will laugh, they will cry, they will laugh, they will go through this for whole 24 to 48 hours because they're using the venom to just shake up the whole neurological system. So having said that, somewhere certain creatures have little more access to these things. They may not have access to consciousness, but where there is access to consciousness, they're able to sense that. In my understanding, or I would rather say my presumption, is that they're able to mark out those creatures or those bodies who are least amount of reverberations in them. Where there is least amount of reverberation is like a little bit of a vacuum for them, so they are drawn towards that, and at the same time they will not harm that, that kind of reverberation because they feel very passive. There is a video where I'm holding a king cobra, not by the head, but in the body. It is not a pet cobra or something. We've just caught it 2-3 days before that is being filmed there. And king cobra, if it bites you, you have 6 to 8 minutes to live, that's it. It has enough venom to kill an elephant, but it will not bite. If you show a little anxiety, it'll bite you. If you are…
That, bro, now that, I can attest to that, bro. And that's with any animal. It's not just… that's with any living creature. That's not just snakes or cobras. That's with any creature. You show these creatures that you're scared, that you're worried, or you have your heart beating fast, dude, calm down. That's the best advice I can give to anybody, bro. When it comes to being in the wild, or if you're just walking down the street and see a pit bull or a Rottweiler off the leash and you don't see the owner nowhere in sight, dude, these are the best tips I could possibly give, bro. Please, please, for your sake and mine and your family's sake, bro, do not get scared. Do not do it, and for sure don't show them that you're scared, because a lot of people, what they do is in situations like those, that they, because and people don't understand, these creatures, these animals, these insects, they can read that, bro. They can sense that a lot better than a human being can. Like I say, a lot of the creatures and insects and pets that we see and have, their instincts are better than ours as human beings. So they can sense things a lot better than we can. So when you show these things that you're afraid, that's when they're gonna target you the most. That's when they're gonna bite. That's when they're gonna attack. So what you guys gotta do, I know it's hard, because it's been several. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, bro, and I'll never forget it. There was one time when I was probably about 13. I was walking up to the store by myself. I'll never forget this day, bro. It was around the spring of 2010, somewhere up in there. Had to been. So anyway, I'm walking to the store by myself. No parent, no guardian, nothing. Because the store is just literally like right down the street from my house. So I'm walking there. I'm taking the back way there though. The back way, there's like this little field. And there's like a gate that you walk through just to enter through like the back way of the parking lot to the store. And all you have to do is just walk around to the front. So anyway, walking. As I'm walking, I see a Rottweiler, and he looks at me, or she looks at me, whatever it was. I don't know what gender, but looks at me. I look at it. Keep in mind, this is my first run-in with an animal, and it's not around its owner or on a leash, nothing. So I'm like, where's this dog's, or where's his owner? So right now I'm froze. I'm stuck. Like, I'm not moving. I'm not making any certain movements, nothing. I'm just standing there. He's looking at me, I'm looking at him. As I remain calm, don't look at him too much, and just stay focused to where I'm going, guess what ended up happening, bro? He ends up going on about his business. Then he went into some sort of alleyway, and I never seen him again. So even when I left out the store, I was afraid to walk back in the direction that I came to the store, because I was afraid of running into him again. So as I'm leaving out the store, I just know I'm going to run into it again. I just know it. And this time he might bite, but then maybe not, because he did. Because if he really wanted to bite me, he could have bit me then. So I'm looking for him, and I don't see him nowhere. So I'm like, But that was the most intimidating time for me that I've been put in a situation where, hey, depend on what you do, you gonna make it out of here alive. I'll never forget it, bro. So sometimes you guys, I know it's hard, but dude, sometimes you just gotta be smart. You gotta think on the level of them. It's no different than a bank robber. You make any certain movements, I gotta pull the trigger. You see what I'm saying? That's how you have to be with, when this particular thing has, at that moment, has your life in its hands, and all it takes is a simple action to take place for that thing to take you up out of here, bro. You just gotta move smart. Move smart, bro. It's the best advice I can give, man. Because he's not lying on that one. Because these animals, insects, everything that you could possibly think of can sense that.
You're just absolutely calm, it will not touch you because it's going by the reverb that you generate.
See what I'm saying?
Did you know that?
See what I'm saying? And that dog did the exact same thing to me. These things, they go off the energy that you give. You can't be petting these things. Same thing with, even I've had run-ins with pit bulls, right? And, you know, even though, but those times that I have had run-ins with pit bulls, the owner may be down the block because he's not on the dog is not on the leash, and the owner is not keeping up with the dog. So then they come running up to me. I pet it. Stay calm. Pet it. When you stay calm, you guys would be surprised. I know there's a lot of people out there that just don't want to take that risk because they rather react and run and show that they're scared rather than just relax. Just relax. Now, I think that's probably most likely why I've had so many make it home safe times when it came to running into dangerous animals or things of snake-like nature when they've had the power of my life in their hands. I could have not made it home those times, but I did because I was smart enough to know that, yo, these things are smarter than I am. If I move wrong, I could be either in the emergency room or not here at all, bro. So if you guys like this video, man, give it a fat thumbs up. I know I dropped some gems, but really at the same time, these are some gems that you guys should already know, bro. And even if you didn't know, you heard it here first. But yeah, man, if you guys like this video, give it a fat thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for showing me love on the past few reaction videos that I did with Sadhguru. Means a lot, bro. And I say that all the time. So, I'm going to get up out of here, man. You guys have a blessed one and a safe one. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.